Now, I know you don't like to get too negative now, but what about John Cena and the Cena feud? Did you expect that to go differently? What do you think about working with John?
I just don't think John was too big on working with me at the time, and I think yeah, it was just a little more difficult for us to have good matches with each other, and I think it was just Sean was easy to have matches with, but Sean had so much experience too, and with Cena and me, like I don't know, I just felt like he didn't. We never got a good rhythm in terms of our working, and that was probably my fault. Anyway, but it's hard to say for sure. I just remember that there were some times where Cena had voiced displeasure in my work, and it was difficult because I was working with Sean and Cena, and Sean had even stuck up for me a few times, saying that he didn't have any problem working with me, and he said it out loud, which was appreciated. But I don't know. It's just I think that I had some issues too around that time, so maybe it was maybe that contributed to some of that. Who knows for sure? But for whatever reason, I felt like Cena just didn't take too much pleasure in working with me, and maybe he felt like I didn't give him enough chance to sell. I don't know. I don't know specifics. It's been such a long time.
It's funny though. Michael's obviously a lot better worker than Cena. No offense, obviously, no offense, but
Well,
he's
that was the
sticking
part.
up
That
for
was
you.
the
You know.
Yeah. Well, that was the part that was difficult to wrap my head around. I'm like, what do I need to do differently? And so this is one of those things. Again, I mean, it's apples and oranges really to kind of compare those guys. So
And he was kind of doing the Superman scene at that thing. I mean, he didn't lose for like a year. It was a strange booking. I know they were trying to go the Hulk Hogan pattern and kind of give this guy a dominant run, but it seemed to turn. Like half the crowd hated him, half the crowd loved him. I don't know if you'd want that for your top baby face. It didn't seem to
oh, as
be.
long I think just what it comes down to, as long as they're reacting, the worst reaction you can get is quiet. Uh,
Hmm.
so no matter what, when you hear everything you're just saying, when it's cheering and booing, regardless, it might be a polarizing reaction, but it's a reaction, and it's like they either care or they hate it, or I don't know. There's something to be said about creating somebody's music hitting and everybody having a reaction to it. So
Right,
and
whether they're
yeah,
booing or cheering.
and a big part with Cena is outside of even just he explodes with charisma, but he also had like a work ethic. I mean, there was nobody who slaved harder than Cena. So you kind of got to give credit where credit is due in terms of like the guy didn't ask for any days off, and that's kind of one of the main parts of that job is being able to have that same kind of work ethic of Vince, which means you're on 8 days a week.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video, then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV.